welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making keto whoopie pies. So in today's video, I have a very special guest, Jacqueline. And she's helping me film and eat. So this recipe is from Maria Emmerich's book. This is Keto Comfort Foods, and this is what it looks like. You can get this in a lot of bookstores and also on Amazon. And this recipe is on page 332. We did make a few alterations, but they still taste the same and they're very delicious. The recipe makes 6 whoopie pies that look like this, and we ended up with 18 whoopie pies because what we did is double it because we're doing Texas big size today because we have a big family, so we need to double it. And also, she just stacks like one whoopie pie on the other, but for a lot of these, we cut them in half, and so they're thinner and they're easier to eat. So stay tuned to learn how to make them. Yay! The ingredients you need for this recipe are 1 1/4 cup of almond flour, a 1/3 cup of Swerve, and I'm using a 1/4 cup because I don't like it as sweet, a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 3 eggs, 4 tablespoons of butter or a 1/4 cup, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of mint extract.
You also need 2 medium-sized bowls. We are using a KitchenAid hand mixer and
this is a muffin top pan,
which you can purchase at Michael's or Aldi or any store.
And this recipe makes 6 whoopie pies, but we have a big family, so we're going to double it and make 12. All these ingredients are only for one recipe, but you'll see when we're making it that it's going to like look bigger.
So let's get to it.
Okay, so we preheated the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and now we're going to start by mixing all the dry ingredients together. So first the almond flour. This is the sweetener. So I forgot to mention that I like to use half Monkfruit and half Swerve because Monkfruit tastes like less chemical-ish, I guess. I don't know. It tastes more like real sugar, so I like to have them because I think Swerve is cheaper. So I have half Monkfruit and half Swerve. And then cocoa powder. We have baking soda. And I also forgot to mention that if you are using salted butter, like we are, you don't need to add salt. But if you're using unsalted, then add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and you'll be good. And then whenever I do in dry ingredients, I like to mix it with a fork because it's easy cleanup, but it also gets it whisked really well. So now we're going to set our dry ingredients inside and we're going to make our wet ingredients. Editing this, I realized that we accidentally added the sweetener to the dry ingredients, and the sweetener actually go in with the wet ingredients, so don't mess that up like we do. But it's not going to change the recipe that much, so you'll see me mention later in when I'm mixing my wet ingredients that I did mess up, but I forgot to mention how I messed up. So now I'm adding the butter to my medium bowl and the eggs. Sorry guys, this is a lot of eggs because it's Texas big today. And the mint extract. Now we're going to whisk this all together. So because there's no sweetener in this, because I messed up, it's a lot harder to get it combined. So the butter is not like properly distributed, but when you add it to the dry, it'll be fine. So we're gonna get our dry ingredients, and now we're going to add the wet to the dry and mix it. So now to prepare these, we're just going to spray our pans. The oil we use is avocado oil spray, and we get this from Costco. And what you do is you just take a spoonful and you dab it into each one of these.
I feel it breaking out like an echo in my soul.
So now we're going to tap these down, but now that we have our tray is ready. We're going to bake these in the oven at 325 for 12 minutes.
325 degrees Fahrenheit.
So the ingredients you need for the filling are 6 ounces of cream cheese, 12 tablespoons of butter, which is 3/4 a cup, so that's 1.5 sticks. Unsalted butter. Unsalted. A half a cup of sweetener, a tablespoon of heavy cream, and a teaspoon of mint extract. The first thing we're going to do is combine the cream cheese, the butter, and the sweetener, and we're going to whisk them together until it's fully combined and smooth. Don't forget about Texas size. Okay, so now we're adding the cream and the mint extract.
Three, two, one.
We're done! Oh yes. Glorious. Glorious.
That smells amazing.
So once they come out of the oven, you can put them onto a cooling rack so that they cool completely, so that we can fill them with cream.
Wait, cheers.
Clink. Now we're going to fill the whoopie pies. So what we did with one half is we just left them like this, and then with the other half, we cut them in half. So you have two options. This one's just thinner and easier to eat, and then these are like a giant dessert if you're hungry for that. So we're just gonna fill both, and whichever you like better is what you can do. So she's just gonna take, a scoop. You can use the back of a spoon to like flatten it out, or you can use a knife. So we hope you enjoyed that video. It was really fun to make, and we're really excited to dig into these because they look delicious. They were very easy. You could easily make these in 30 to 45 minutes. So it's a good like dessert or a snack in the afternoon even. And also what our family likes to do is freeze the leftovers, and they make really good ice cream sandwiches that are so good for summer days like this. They're really refreshing because they have a little bit of mint, but they're also really good because they're chocolate and cream. And now we're gonna dig in. 3, 2.
That was really good.
And don't forget to remember, guys, love big, laugh lots, and eat good. Clink. Jesus loves you. Hey. Okay, you read like this. Hello. And don't remember it, guys.
Don't remember. It wasn't Celsius.
Okay.
Hi.
I finished mine.
I did. It's kind of a lot.
Yours. I just wiped it.
I'm trying to find your angle.
So this all-in-one with the claw machine. Claw machine. It's on there for 15.